In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the QRM Teststand Result Processor plugin. The first thing we need to do is to actually install the plugin. I do that by running the setup file. This is actually Teststand deployment, and it just installs the QRM Result Processors files into your Teststand development system or to your Teststand runtime installation. So just run the setup file here, press next, accept the licenses, and it will install. It's a really fast install. It does not install much, and there we go. Just finish and we're done. The next thing we need to do is to install the QRM Web Service. After we have installed the client, either a LabVIEW client or a Teststand client, we need to install the QRM Windows Background Service. This picture shows what we're trying to do. To the left we have the test station, that's the computer I'm at now, and we're trying to set up this station to post reports to the demo server located at adq4.se, here to the right. The demo server has a web service installed, it has a database and also web application pre-installed. So our client here, either a LabVIEW or a Teststand client, will post HTML report to a QRM Web Service that will forward it to the web service located at the demo server, and then we will fetch the data through the web application to view it in the browser. To install the QRM Web Service, just run the setup from the installation folder, double click, select next, accept the licenses, and click next to install. In this example I actually already have QRM Web Service installed, and it will ask me to upgrade, else it will just install. Press next and then you're done. After the installation has finished, open the browser, enter local host port 8080/QRM result. Then you will see the QRM Web Service. As you can see, the license is invalid because no license has been installed. And with no license you cannot store data to database or forwarding data, except forwarding data to the adq4.se demo server. That will work. As you can see here, down here, this is the features that are enabled, and everything is false. By default, everything is disabled in QRM. So the next thing we need to do is actually to configure the QRM Web Service to enabling forwarding to the QRM demo server. Open the Explorer, go into the shared documents, and there's a folder called QRM. In this folder there is a configuration file. If you just edit it in Notepad and scroll down to forward settings, forwarding active is false, set that to true, and forwarding URLs is already predefined to the adq4 demo server. Save and close. Now enter QRM result/shutdown, enter QRM user and the password, then press info again, and then you can see that the forwarding is actually enabled. Now we're all set up to post and forward data to the adq4 demo server. Next, it's time to launch Teststand. We do that, just launch Teststand 2012. The result processor plugin is supported from all versions from 2012 and forward. You need the exact QRM result plugin version because it's not like LabVIEW. You have to build one release for each Teststand version, so make sure you have the right one. So now we're logged into Teststand sequence editor as an administrator. Just go to configure, select result processing. Here you will see a new entry. That's the add QRM result processor. We can get the option dialog here, and you can see typically it's correct. It's this will post to the local host with this password. That's default. It will actually post to a web service installed on the same computer, and that was the one we just installed. So here you can have some more ways to format the results. You typically have to play a bit with this because it depends on what kind of sequence you have built. If you go to the help, there is a PDF file where you have some examples at the end of what it would look like changing all these settings here and what they actually do. You typically have to try it yourself. But we're done with the default settings like this. Now we can open just any Teststand file. So first let's try with the demo. I'm quite sure that most of you have tried the computer motherboard test, and if we do that like this, we just run it. I haven't done any changes to this at all, so I just press and it starts executing. So we said this is my serial number 1, and this is a pass, and then we take number 2, and there's a CPU error perhaps. Okay, test sequence failed. Run it again, got a pass, and we have a third one, pass, fourth one, failed on RAM, and then we're done. Okay, let's check it out what it looks like in QRM. Now we can try follow the results. So first, if I just minimize Teststand, and we can see here is the local host web service. We can see here that we have had number 5 result requests. I did 5 times. We have 5 successful forwards, and this is the last job time here. This is just a information page that is automatically refreshed each 30 seconds, so we can see a bit what's happening in the background. So this is just for the web service page here. And if we can log into the addq4.se 8080 QRM results, we can see that we also got 5 results requests, and we also got 5 successful database storages here. So everything looks fine. The result has received the demo server. So if I just press here, go to the test user and enter the password, keep me logged in like this. There are always some fresh results in the QRM web application. And if I just press execute, we can see that this is today. It's the 16th of February today. So we can see here, that's the computer motherboard test sequence. And here are our 4 units on the test. We can see this is the first one, then we had a failed, and it passed, and so on. So if I click there, we can see all the details of the testing like this. Really, really beautiful. And if we would like to get a PDF report on all these like this, we can very easily get a PDF report. The next example I'm going to show you is some demo files that contains a little bit more to customize QRM. So if you go back to the examples, there's a folder called add_q installed, and there are 2 sequences and a subsequence. So we start with the simple one first. If I just open this one here, see the main sequence here. This is just some dummy steps showing different steps types like action steps, pass-fail, numeric, multiple numeric limit test, string values test, and also a sequence call to the subsequence that was in the folder as well. And if I just run this like this, and 1 fail, 2, this sequence will always fail since it's just some random values here. I can just very simple show you what it looks like in the QRM web application. So we just press execute. Now we have some more results, 1, 2, 3 here, and they just look like this. You recognize it from the sequence. Yes. And if I go back to Teststand, I can, as you saw here, that there was unknown. We don't see so much information about the UT as we would like, so you can actually add some more information to QRM in the Teststand sequence. If I open the demo sequence, then I get some callbacks as well. Here I can update some additional options that we can send to QRM. We can set the part number, the UT type, variant, product family, information about equipment, and also something that we can say is called UT settings, and that could be any kind of additional value that is typically not a result. Could be a firmware version, could be some kind of designator, could be some kind of whatever you would like to associate to your UT that would be very easy to search for in QRM as well. And if I run this instead, just enter 12 this time, and we just get the same kind of dummy test here. But if we go to the QRM web application now, press execute to see if we have any new results. There is the demo sequence. Now you can see that we have my UT type, my variant. We have some UT settings associated with it, and so on. If I press configuration information and click it again, we will have information about the test sequence, the test program, location, also about some dummy equipment I just added. So use the this QRM demo seek to see what you can do to add some extra information in your sequence. But you can run your sequence directly without modifying. You just get a little bit less information about the UT.